KTEN Channel 10, Ada, Ardmore, Sherman, Dennis, and Durant, serving southern Oklahoma and North Texas since 1954. News Center 10, with Paisley Harper, Rich Siegel with weather, and Wayne Turner with sports. The Weekend Edition.
Spring break is off to a deadly start in South Texas. And a Seminole man is dead following a brutal weekend stabbing. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michelle Lanham, and thank you for joining us tonight. Paisley has the night off. 24-year-old Michael Louie of Seminole was found dead yesterday in another area man's yard. Officials say he had been stabbed in the chest. Police arrested Willie Wright after finding Louie's body on his property. However, he has not been charged with murder. The case is still under investigation, but preliminary reports say the incident could have been self-defense. Reports say an argument had broken out between the two men about whether or not Louie was going to leave. Spring break has just gotten underway for many Texas and Oklahoma students. Now authorities say shootings in South Texas have marked the start of this spring break, the most violent in memory. One man was killed and 2 others wounded in weekend shootings on Galveston Island. Police say about 50 shots were fired by people at East Beach and at Stewart Beach. Galveston police today worked 12-hour shifts and have received reinforcements from the Department of Public Safety and the Sheriff's Department. They say they will close the beaches down if more trouble erupts. A one-vehicle accident near Seminole has killed 2 members of a New Mexico family and injured 5 others. Officials say the car blew a tire on a rural road in Gaines County, skidded out of control, then overturned. 2 children aged 16 and 8 died in the wreck. A McAllister judge is warning doctors not to perform an autopsy on executed inmate Olin Randall Robeson. The convicted killer was put to death by lethal injection early Friday after his attorneys won an appeal to prevent an autopsy. The prison warden was ordered to guard Robeson's body, but he transferred the body to a hospital in Ada and then on to a medical examiner's office in Oklahoma City. Judge Robert Layden says the warden could be held in contempt if he's trying to dodge the no autopsy ruling. The political ramifications of the House banking scandals may be difficult to predict. Officials say that over a 39-month period, a total of 355 current and former lawmakers wrote bad checks. Republicans figure that since Democrats hold the majority of House seats, they probably hold most of the bounced checks. And an Associated Press list of nearly all the worst offenders appears to bear that out. At least 16 of the top 24 involved House members are incumbent Democrats. 2 Texas Democrats are on the list of the 24 worst abusers. Ronald Coleman of El Paso has 673 insufficient checks over a 3-year period, and Charlie Wilson of Lufkin had racked up 81 rubber checks. Oklahoma Republican Representative Mickey Edwards found out today that his name is also on the list of the 24 worst bad check writers. Thousands of youngsters across the country drop out of school or don't excel in school because of learning difficulties or even problems at home. But there could be new hope for many of these students. The News Center's Laura Sarzor reports on a new school in Wewoka that helps these youngsters make the most of their minds.
For 20-year-old Diana Goforth, a second chance at getting her high school diploma has opened her eyes and her heart to a future she has long dreamed of. Diana says she had to drop out of school a few years ago after her abusive and alcoholic father kicked her out of the house, leaving her homeless. But since the opening of the two-step learning center in Wewoka 2 months ago, Diana says her dreams are now back on track.
Yeah, I feel real confident in my future. I'm going to go to college after I get my GED. And I'm going to try to be a politician, be a stateswoman or something.
The Step 2 program provides another avenue for the 23 students currently enrolled, ages 14 through 20, to get their high school diplomas or GEDs. By using computers, each student learns the basic educational curriculum at their own pace. The teachers here say they've seen a major change in these students.
We've seen a tremendous difference in their self-esteem, and I think it's truly because they've been able to succeed.
Some of them, you know, they may not comprehend as fast as other people, but they're very intelligent. They can do the work. All they need is someone to pat them on the back and say, hey, you did a good job.
16-year-old Wade House says the individualized attention coming from the teachers here has made a world of difference.
If you would have stayed in high school, what would have happened to you? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I wouldn't have never learned how to read or anything.
Many of the students here say they're now looking forward to a very bright future, a future that up until 2 months ago looked very bleak. In Wewoka, I'm Laura Sarzor reporting for News Center 10.
And coming up next in the Weather Center, Ron Schultz says we're going to have nice weather tomorrow, but the rain is headed back our way.
State Texoma's largest selection of infants and children's shoes at Brady's Athletic Shoes in Durant. Brady's is a licensed dealer for Oshkosh, Weebach, Keds, and LA Gear. They'll fit your child with the right shoe at the right price. They're also dealers for men's and women's athletic and casual shoes, including Dexter, Avia, Asics Gel, LA Gear, K-Swiss, Keds, Catapult, Eastland, Converse, BK, Rydell, and others. Also